we are now armed and ready to rock for Jesus Christ.
Hey, oh yeah, we are ready to rock for the King on the Right Rock Radio. Here we go with Seek by the GFM Band and Brian Montgomery, right here on the Right Rock Radio Show.
Seek the Lord, seek His face forevermore. He wants something real nice, like He wants more than honorable mention. So His face should show Him on.
I'm seeking the Lord like never before. I know it's restored, my soul is restored. When I seek the King, you stir in my heart to seek after you. Face to face, 'cause there's no better view. We can't conceal the King. He's not a pocket Jesus or a man pleaser. He's a bondage breaker.
raging fire burn. A new fire burns inside of me. Fan the flame, let it spread to all the old and scorched and dead. Tongues of fire, spirit uttering. I will give to you my life, a holy living sacrifice. I lay it down, I lay it down. Burn it up, inside and out. I lay it down, I lay it down. Burn it up, inside and out.
Oh yeah, that was Chaotic Resemblance, Tongues of Fire on the Right Rock Radio Show. And this is Kevin the Rocker Mitchell talking to you right now. It is 1:16 in the Valley of the Sun. That's the SG-Win, Phoenix, Arizona. And here we go with the interview, AshBlack, right here on the Right Rock Radio Show. Hey everybody, this is Kevin the Rocker Mitchell here. We are live, actually podcasting right now, on the Right Rock Radio Show. And today my special guest is the AshBlack Band, right here from
Phoenix, Arizona.
And introduce everybody.
Certainly. My name's Johnny Black. I'm lead singer, lead guitar player. Got Danny Anderson on drums, and of course my great friend Daniel Lionheart on bass.
Sweet.
Greetings. I just said greetings.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Cool.
nothing else.
So, how did the name AshBlack? I mean, people know about Johnny Black, but why AshBlack?
Basically, it just came about from the dichotomy of, like, let's say you look at a band like Black Sabbath or Led Zeppelin, you know, the blimp going down in flames and stuff. I kind of, Deep Purple, for instance, another one of those kind of names. Iron Butterfly. You can sit there and go back there. We do a lot of, we have a classic rock sound, but nevertheless, it's a postmodern rock sound. So I guess that's how the name evolved, AshBlack.
Sweet. What influences is your writing style of your songs?
I guess it just comes from, like, listening to a lot of Cream, you know, Ginger Baker and Jack Bruce and Eric Clapton, and then evolving, like, into the Led Zeppelin kind of thing. But the Yardbirds really are one of my major influences, you know, because at one point the Yardbirds had Beck, Clapton, Page in the band, and it was a sick deal, right? And there's guys like Keith Richards and things from the Stones that, you know, kind of influence it. But I've never tuned my guitar in G. I always play standard or dad gag like Jimmy Page does. So, you know, but Richards taught me a little bit.
Oh, sweet. Now, how did everybody come about, like, with their influence and, you know?
Well, I know, for instance, Danny comes from a rock background, and you know, guys like Judas Priest and you know, some of the Scorpions, things like that, and of course Deep Purple. You know, the Ian Paces. You know, so it's like one of those things that Danny really appreciates. Daniel, of course, I've known for several years, probably about 10 years now. And he has a real eclectic mix to the band, and I really love having him play bass because I think that some of the things that he does is very musical. So I like it.
Cool. Is there a message coming from your music, and what is that message?
we don't have a message. We just rock out, brother.
Okay, cool.
It's the message is that it's just rock and roll. So, yeah,
I mean, okay, that's the surface, all right. But underneath it, there's always a dichotomy between good and evil. There's always a dichotomy between black and white, the yin and the yang. I surf, so when I look out over the ocean, it's always waves going up and down, and that's kind of what we do in the music. So we go up and down in the music in terms of our themes, the lyrical content, and how the songs are structured and arranged,
Cool. There's a lot of bands in Arizona. What sets AshBlack Band from the rest?
Well, we're a trio, and we make a loud noise as a trio. And I don't think that anybody's got our, how can I say, panache as to pulling out that much sound out of a trio. You guys out there, 4, 5, 6 man, cover bands, things like that. Sure, let's, we can go sit there and do Lionel Richie covers or whatever. We don't do that, but I'm just saying. That's easy. But for us, we're all very talented in terms of pulling out the elements that you need in order to make the song resonate with people.
Cool. And your current EP, Dodging God and Dodging the Devil, what do you mean by that?
It's Dodging God and the Devil. And basically, I've been sometimes in my life conflicted about whether or not I should go right or left in terms of my actions and things like that. And I've been confronted with a lot of different issues that make me think about what path do I need to take. And, you can sit there and take one path, go righteous and the one way of it, or you can go left about the whole thing or down, whatever you want to call it, and do it. But I don't judge that, because I've been down more than I've been right. And so I'm trying to find that happy median, and that's what that song really is about. Me, frankly, going out at night, partying, and trying to find myself, but then every single time when that happens, it's just not the right thing, and then all of a sudden I have to sit there and reckon with my own emotions and what happened and everything the night before about whether or not that was the right thing to do. And I want that happy median. It's kind of like an escape hatch. I want to go it's like clean up the mess or not get too righteous and just get in the middle, just kind of like middle of the road. Moderation is the key to happiness. The Buddhists say that, everything is perfect just the way it is, right? So that's Dodging God and the Devil.
Cool. About the sound of AshBlack, how technical is it?
Quite frankly, we have a very simple setup. We try to keep it simple. I generate guitar tone because I'm just one guitar player in the band in terms of a 6-string. I use a pedal board to get the tones that I want. And that's what kind of does it. I run about, believe it or not, 14 pedals. And each one has their own little distinct tone to it and everything. So in any one song, I might be, hitting 2 or 3 different tones just to be able to get things interesting and getting that right kind of sound for the band, But other than that, it's just hard rock, We just sit there and try to play hard rock, and that's about it.
Sweet. And you guys will be at Davino's Pizza June 18th, correct?
Yeah, right. Club Davino's. We're really, really happy with it. It's a cabaret, more or less. It's not just, it's a beautiful venue. It's almost, white cloth kind of thing. But I think we're worthy of that setting. And we're really inviting a lot of people to come out because I think that it's going to be really a showcase. And I think you guys are going to see an amazing band.
Sweet. You got anything to add, Daniel?
Do I have anything to add? I don't know. I've known Johnny for a long time, and I like his style. Of course, I met him when he was doing more EDM kind of music, and it turned into a hard rock, alternative rock, bordering on almost heavy metal feel. About the time he invited me to join, and that was it was a lot of fun. You know, I like every kind of music that exists as long as it sounds good. And this is a good opportunity for me, really, to kind of blow off steam, making a lot of noise and having fun doing it. So I've enjoyed being part of this band.
And the money, man. It's the money.
It doesn't hurt to actually get paid to play. So.
And what about you, sir?
I have found that being new to the band, coming in when these guys have already been playing, together for years, that they've got it down and they're tight. So I'm just trying to fit in. I've found a huge learning curve here. Johnny's music is very intricate, very intricate. I put him right up there with, stuff like Rush. I mean, this is not just your, a lot of it's in your face rock and roll, but at the same time, it's got a message behind it, and it's got a lot of changes in it. And so I'm just trying to make sure that he, I gave him a good beat in the back so that he feels comfortable in rocking.
Sounds great. You guys heard it from...
Let me say let me tell you something. Danny stepped in when we really needed to have Danny in the band, and I can't say enough about what he adds to it. There's other songs that you won't hear tonight, but he's added his own flair to them, and we're really proud of him, and that's awesome.
Well, let's get cranking. Oh yeah, you can catch AshBlack on Tuesday night. That's this coming Tuesday, June 17th at Club Davino's, located at 3345 West Greenway Road. That's 3345 West Greenway. That's at Davino's. Hope to see you there. $5 at the door. Here we go with some more music. Lost in Egypt by Code of Ethics, right here on the Riot Rock Radio Show.